So today we're going to add in setting along with bumping. So last time we worked on bumping, and that's where you use your forearm to keep the ball up into the air. And this time it's, if the ball is kind of landing closer to being on top of our head, coming straight down, we'd want to get underneath it. And we usually put our index finger and our thumb close together. They'll say like make a window, and you can see through the window when you're looking at the ball. And when you're about to hit it, your fingers are kind of relaxed and then they explode. So just a little bit relaxed, explode. I see some kiddos sometimes will close their hands or go like this and hit it with their fingernails. You still want to hit it with your fingertips. It's relaxed hands and then explode, okay? And you're doing this upward. And usually you're trying to get it to go pretty much straight up to somebody that's close by. Sometimes if it's in desperation in a volleyball game, you can use that method to hit it over the net, but we're gonna practice trying to keep a ball up in the air by setting it. And we're gonna do that 10 times. So I'm starting out with a small self-toss just above my head, and I did use a little bit of a bump to keep it going, but try to use as many sets as you can this first time. You might have noticed that in that last shot, I kind of snuck in a bump in there to keep it going. So usually when you're doing volleyball, you aren't dead set on doing a bump or a set. You want your hands in this position because you can quickly let go and be ready to set it. If you're still going like this, like I learned when I was in school, it's like your fingers kind of get stuck together, or like this, you're not as quick to like have your fingers ready. So again, you're bumping like this, but you should be able to switch back and forth really, really quickly. So the whole idea on this next one is to switch back and forth and decide when it's appropriate to set it versus when to bump it. So again, I'm going to start with a self-toss just above my head, but I'm switching to bump and setting depending on what makes the most sense at that time. So it doesn't mean I do a bump set. I might do a couple of the same in a row. So here's an additional activity that you can do. Basically, underhand toss the ball against the wall. So I have a wall over here with nothing on it. I'm gonna underhand toss against it, and then I have to make the decision, should I bump it or set it, and then try to keep that going for a while. Once I stop, just toss it against the wall again, and use a little bit of force, so it's kind of like as if the ball was coming over the net. So that one works a little bit better if you have a room where you can't touch the ceiling as easily. If you can do it outside, obviously that's way better space to do this in, but you might have a house where you have a little bit taller ceilings than what I have right down here. So again, nice easy toss against the wall, then try to bump it or set it, keep it up in the air.